and welcome to a Dragon Ball collection update video. In this video, I haven't really gotten a whole lot of things. As a matter of fact, I really only got like one thing, but I thought it would be worth showing off. It's really cool. But before I really get into that, a big shout out and thank you to, I wrote his name down, JPB Genesis. In my videos, if you watch them, I always talk about how, oh, YouTube's stupid 15-minute time limit, and I gotta make this quick because of the time limit. Well, I feel like a big fat fool because apparently that is no longer an issue. I had no idea, but he sent me a link and he was like, yeah, I think YouTube got rid of that time limit. And sure enough, I checked my account and yeah, I can upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I had no idea. So, thank you very much for pointing that out to me. Yeah, I had no idea. But, anyway. Now to show off what I recently got in the mail. Now someone had commented on one of my videos and they asked if I collected the Dragon Ball soundtracks, any of the soundtracks. And before, I really only had one, and I've shown it off before. It's that Dragon Ball soundtrack. But I just recently got another one in the mail. It's actually one of the rarer things in my collection. It's in this little stack of CDs. And kablam. You know what this is? Yeah. It is the Dragon Ball Z Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans soundtrack, the original. This is pretty darn rare. I would love to own the actual Playdia games, but those are super, super difficult to find. And when I am able to find them, I've seen them on eBay a few times, but they're always way out of my price range. This one was pretty expensive. Like the games would be awesome to have, but the soundtrack is, kind of the next best thing. But the soundtrack itself is pretty rare too. This was $50, man. I was just like, ooh, $50 for a CD. But I've been kind of intermittently looking for the soundtrack for a while, so I decided to just go ahead and buy it because, well, one, I actually do legitimately enjoy the soundtrack. I'm actually kind of listening to it right now on my TV. I do like the music for Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. It's very weird and just different from any other Dragon Ball Z music, and it's based on Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. I love Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. I've always thought it was just so cool. It's just a weird, obscure little Dragon Ball Z side story, and I love the artwork too. I love that cover art. Very cool with Dr. Raichi in the background, and there's the back with a Hatchiyak in the back, and you got all of the Z warriors there. Very interesting thing I noticed, though, on the front, you got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Gohan never turned Super Saiyan 2 in the movie. And also I think on my door, I have right down here. Here's a little piece of promotional art for Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. And once again, Gohan is Super Saiyan 2. But on the back of this CD, Gohan's just regular Super Saiyan. Really weird. Don't know why they did that, but yeah, whatever. And then open it up. Look at that. Even the CD looks nice. I'm going to try to get it in the light so you can see that. Check that out. Once again, Gohan is a Super Saiyan 2 on the CD. But, yeah, love that. And then you got a little picture of Goku doing a Kamehameha. But, that's really awesome. I found this by accident. Actually, I was just kind of looking around on eBay, seeing if I can find some good deals, and I just happened to see it, and I'm like, oh, no way, it's the Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans soundtrack. And the guy that shipped it to me, oh my god, it took forever to ship, but I finally got it in the mail. And he actually included a little bonus thing here to add to my my collection of bootleg DVDs. He included, I don't know if you can call them, they're not really bootleg DVDs, they're burned DVDs. This has Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans, and episode of Bardock on it. Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans was the reanimated, remade version that was only on Raging Blast 2 for a while, and an episode of Bardock, you probably know what that is, where he goes Super Saiyan. And then the other DVD has Yo, Son Goku and Friends Return. All of these are in really, really nice quality with English subtitles, so it's really awesome to have this. At first I thought that he had just ripped it from a website and, put it on a DVD, and he was like, yeah, here you go, and I was just like, oh, gee, thanks. But then when I actually popped them in and watched them, it to me it looked like from the DVD menus and everything, it looked like he actually had the DVDs that were released in Japan. I know Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans, an episode of Bardock, I think was released in an issue of Shonen Jump, and I think Yo Son Goku and Friends Return was released in Shonen Jump too, or maybe it was its actual own DVD. I'm not sure. But I don't have either of those. I would love to have them legitimately, but I've never been able to find them anywhere. Every time I look for them, I just find heaps of bootlegs. But yeah, he included them with my Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans soundtrack. So that was very cool. Very cool of him to include that. So I at least have a burned copy of those movies in very good quality with English subtitles. So that's awesome. But yeah, really, this is honestly the only thing I've gotten in the past few weeks is just this soundtrack, because it was kind of expensive, and I'm still trying to focus on my Genesis collecting as well, or Mega Drive, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, to the everyone that I actually do get quite a few questions about collecting soundtracks. The reason I don't really collect soundtracks very often is because the thing I've always loved about soundtracks is the cover art. I love the cover art to the Dragon Ball soundtracks. They all look so awesome. But I really don't have anywhere to prominently display them. I wish there was a way I could, stand these CDs out, because this, I love the cover art to this. I love it. It's so cool, and I want to like put it somewhere where you can just see it. But that little stack of CDs that I have over there, that's really the only place I have to put my CDs. So that's really why I don't collect soundtracks very much, is just because I really have nowhere to prominently display them. But I do need to collect some more, though, because they're just really cool to have. And this is awesome to have, too. So I'm happy to have this. I would love to, if I can somehow get my hands on the actual Playdia games, I would love to kind of have a little setup of Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, where I got the games and then the soundtrack as well. That would be very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got, really. So I got the soundtrack and those two burned DVDs right there. So pretty short video, but I thought it would be fun to show off. And yeah, I guess the 15-minute time limit thing doesn't matter, because this is a really short video anyway, and it's not going to go over 15 minutes. But now I know for when I have my long videos, I can go over 15 minutes. So hope you enjoyed watching this, and yeah, I will see you guys later.